Hi there and welcome to today's video. My name is Sherry and this is Fit to Be Live. Today I wanted to talk to you about a few things that I've started to do this January. These are some self-care tips that you may find helpful. So let's start with the most important part of our body, or at least the part that does the most work for us every day, our feet. I was getting white cracks in my feet. I was starting to get resistance when I climbed into bed at night from all the little dry skin that was starting to build up there. So I decided to soak my feet, give myself a little home pedicure. Foot maintenance now has become the rule. After my shower every single day, I put some cream on my heels and I put those fuzzy socks on and I leave them on while I'm doing my hair, my makeup, and I just let the moisturizer work itself into my feet. I have not had to do anything else with my feet this month. They are just like a newborn baby feet, nice and soft. It helps to just keep that moisturizer handy and keep your feet covered when you can. On to hands. So the most important thing I've started doing this month is using dish gloves, and some of you may be doing that religiously and you always have. I have used them and not used them. My hands were in a really bad state. I was finding that my nails were starting to chip and little layers would come off of them. And just making that one little change really helped. The other thing I'm doing is just taking a little more attention for my nails every day. I do put on just one coat of nail polish pretty much every day. Just that one coat of nail polish I find really protects my nails from the times when I'm not doing dishes and I can't wear gloves, just all the other times that you would wash your hands in a day, so it does add up. Regarding hair, I have been able to transition to washing my hair twice a week. If I was not washing it every day, I would still wet it down every day and style it every single day. And I've been able to not do this. And I think that my hair is a lot healthier for it. It's nice when the natural oils just start to distribute themselves after the first day or two, and not to the point of having greasy hair, but just it's so much easier to control. I can get up the next day and I really don't have to do a whole lot of anything with my hair. Sometimes I'll just run my fingers through it. Sometimes I'll brush it, but not too aggressively. And that's it. If you're someone who feels like you still need to wash your hair every single day, I would encourage you to try skipping one day. After a few weeks, you'll see that your hair starts to produce less oil. You'll probably be able to go a little bit longer between washings. The other trick that I use as far as my hair goes when I go to bed is I will put it in an elastic. I'll just take my hair around to one side and I'll just put it in a ponytail, nice and loose. If I did it on this side tonight, I might do it on the other side the next night. And I don't know why I do that. I just think there probably is a little bit of breakage that happens when you're turning over in the middle of the night. If it's always on the one side, I don't want to have a bunch of little broken pieces that are all on the one side. So I just feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm all about balance. Let's talk about skincare. Oh my goodness. I was feeling like my skin, even though it looked really nice, I have no breakouts, it's healthy, just starting to feel like there was a layer there that really wasn't supposed to be there. So Neutrogena's retinol products were on sale. Just coincidentally, I went to the drugstore and I was kind of there with an idea of what I was looking for. And I thought I'm just gonna grab the line and I'm gonna do this for a little while and see how my skin responds. Guys, honestly, and I don't even need to push a brand because it's the retinol and it is absolutely amazing. If you are over the age of 30, retinol encourages cell turnover. So basically it just helps the dead outer skin to shed more quickly, and it helps with collagen production in your skin. And I started using it on the tops of my hands as well. My hands were quite freckled. They're white. I can't believe the change. Just fine lines are gone. My skin feels like I had a facelift, which I've never had a facelift, so I can't really say that. I just feel like that leatheriness that I had is completely gone, and this is all fresh new skin. Something that has helped me with just the feeling of general well-being in the morning. I've decided to get up half an hour earlier so that I can have my shower first thing in the morning. And I really like this, even though, yes, I'm digging into a little bit of sleep time. I'm an early bird to begin with, and I really like the early mornings, but I find when I get up and I have my shower right away, that's such a great reset for me. I get out, I feel clean, I feel fresh. I don't style my hair at that time. I don't put my makeup on. I don't get dressed in what I'm wearing for the day. I'll just put on something that I'm going to lounge in for a little bit. But I feel good. I think that that is such a beautiful way to start the day. And then when the day does officially start, my shower is already out of the way, and that's kind of a big deal because it's just time saving for me. So I am going to stick with that habit because I'm really enjoying it. Something that I have always done, so this is not new for me, but I would recommend it because it's sort of along the same lines, is I've always made time to do my hair, my face, and put on an outfit for the day. I feel my best when I'm put together. Just being mindful of how you're putting yourself together and what's going to make you feel good that day. I find that very helpful. One major change that I've made that is not major at all, before I have a cup of coffee, I have a mug of warm water. And what a great way to begin the day. Our brains, we've been fasting, we might be a little dehydrated in the morning, and the first thing you give your body is some nice fresh water. Warm is nice for me in the morning because sometimes it's winter, it's a little chilly, and it's just nice. It feels nice to come out of a warm shower when you've come out of a warm bed, and then you have a nice warm cup of water, and it's a nice way to wake up. I'm being more intentional this year as well about eating when I'm hungry and not when the clock says I should be eating. So sometimes I will not have breakfast until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I do believe in intermittent fasting. I think it's very, very good for us. But having said that, I am not a proponent of always doing intermittent fasting. If I'm hungry, I'm not going to tell my body that, no, we're waiting till 1 or 2 in the afternoon. What I do try to do is really focus on everything I'm eating being good food for the most part. And again, the 80-20. So yes, you can have a little bit of jam or a little bit of whatever if you want on whatever you're eating. But for the most part, I just try to make the healthiest choices that I can out of what I would sit down to eat. And just being aware of it and being intentional with it, and then I just sit down and I enjoy it. On the topic of the mind, I am learning how to solve the Rubik's Cube. This was a Christmas gift from my son, and he actually taught me how to get this far. And I am Googling now and learning the last bit of it on my own. I don't know, it's not for everyone, but that is what I am challenging myself with this year. So I've gone over the body and I've gone over the mind, and just briefly I want to talk to you about the spirit. You know, everyone has their own beliefs and I totally respect that. I am Catholic. So the month of January, as soon as my alarm goes off and my eyes open, I turn my alarm off, and before I do anything, before I tip my feet out of the bed to get out of bed, I say a little prayer just to say thank you for this new day and to ask God to please bless my steps this day. Show me where you want me to be. You know, please guide my steps. It's such a small thing to do. Take the time to pray for other people. That's a really big one. We all have our own struggles, of course, but there's always someone who's worse off who could really use someone to pray for them. I don't know, it kind of changes your perspective. So that's all I got for you. That was actually quite a bit, but that's the January that I've had, and things are going well. I hope you're having a great month. Maybe some of these tips will work for you. It helps me, like I said, to put my best self forward, and I am more productive for that. I feel better, And these are just things that I think maybe I'll pass them along to you. Please leave a comment for me. I would love to hear what you're doing this month, maybe little changes you've made, resolutions you've made, things you're working on that maybe you haven't been able to be successful with yet. Throw them down there. Sometimes when we share our plans with other people, it helps us to reinforce how important they are to us and give us that little push of motivation to dig in and get them started. So I'd love to help you with that. Please drop a like. If you're new to this channel, I would love it if you hit the subscribe button. I do have a goal to build my subscribers. I'd love to hit 1,000 by March. We'll see how that goes. All right. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Love you guys. Take care.